Ladies and gentlemen, it is Rhwf of the Rhwf, and I'm proud to make this announcement. We're going to have a very special edition of Rhwf Bell to Bell. It's a break from the norm. I'm proud to announce I'm going to be interviewing an up-and-coming artist, a man who is very talented with his hands and what he can produce and draw and the unique designs he has put out for the world. None other than Mr. Chris Bautista at A-Bomb Creations at Instagram. We're going to be talking about his eclectic style, his influences from his Latino background to the more pop culture themed pieces of art that he's making. I hope you enjoyed it, and I look forward to presenting Bell to Bell later on today. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen, as promised. It's me, Rhwf, the Rhwf, with my very special guest, Mr. Chris Bautista.
A-Bomb Creations.
A-Bomb Creations on Instagram. Do you also have a website?
I do. I have an Etsy for now, and pretty much that's it. Super busy, so Etsy, Instagram, Facebook are right now my only websites. I'm working on my own domain to have like your own personal website.
And you are going to be featured again at the Riverside Art Walk.
Yes, in February. There's actually a super life-changing event for me, not only as an artist, but I know this sounds cliche, but as a man.
Okay.
Just because, it was a trip, seeing all that kind of stuff play out like
right,
that.
and you were at your first event.
It was a trip.
Month.
Yeah, I was super nervous going into it. I'm like, what the fuck to expect?
So I mentioned in the intro on Instagram that you're an up-and-coming artist, that you have a very unique, eclectic style where you're grabbing from a few different inspiration points. Yeah. And just tell me, how do your creations come into existence?
Well, usually most of my stuff is based off of stuff that I've gone through in life, or just stuff that I like drawing. Like I like drawing skulls, and people are always like, "Why do you draw skulls? It's like depressing, or it's like death." And death is actually life's only guarantee. So that's why I try to add like the skulls into it. Because at the end of the day, there's no races. We're all gonna eventually die one day.
Right.
So just embrace it.
Okay.
One thing I've always said is I'd rather be an open sinner than a false saint. Whether you like it or not, this is what it is.
And tell us about the first time you put pen to paper, that you really started getting into your artistic creativity.
The first time I remember it very vividly was in my grandma's living room, and I was actually trying to copy the McDonald's logo. And I thought it looked like shit, and everyone's like, "Oh, that looks really good," and I didn't think so. But then I realized, seeing other people draw, I was like, "Whoa, I actually am really good." But it's always just been something I always did for fun. I never really wanted to do anything of it until what inspires me is I see other people who have the heart, have the passion, even though they're not as great, but they have heart, they have passion, and that's something that drives me. It's like, well, they're doing it, I'm fucking way better. Why aren't I doing it?
Right. So I mentioned your style and how it's a mixture of a couple different influence points. You have a very strong urban influence, but I also see a lot of the Hispanic, the Latino, the raza kind of influence. And just tell me, how do you marry the two together?
So pretty much, man, how it all started is I suck at graffiti, writing words and stuff on walls. So I was always more into doing the characters and just meeting other artists. A big influence for me for that urban street kind of art is Jose Rodriguez, aka Hostel the MC. He's a really good, talented artist, and just doing art sessions, just bringing black books, we draw, beer, whatnot, other activities, we just all collaborate and just seeing other ways that them thinking of the pen touching the paper, and it inspires me, I want to do something similar like that, but I can't, so I just try to make it my own.
Right.
Because there's one thing, and that's something that I learned in that art show, man, is I don't like copying something that someone else created. Everyone likes the Rick and Morty stuff, that's cool, but I didn't like it because I know I didn't create it. It wasn't my own. It was someone else's creation that I just kind of put it on canvas.
And you produce stickers?
Stickers for now, pins that I want to, and shirts I want to. Those are the main two I want to accomplish this for 6 months.
You have a few canvas pieces.
Yes. The canvases, honestly, man, I actually don't like doing canvases.
Oh, really?
No, I'd rather do the pen and paper.
Okay.
Pen, paper, and marker. That's definitely my favorites of them. After that whole thing, I did not like doing the canvas whatsoever.
Got it.
I still have canvases that I owe people to finish doing that I haven't even finished.
So, 10 years from now, where is Chris Bautista, the artist?
10 years from now, Chris Bautista, the artist, is hopefully owning my own little art studio, teaching people how to draw, the fundamentals of art, teaching them how to draw, hosting paint parties, sipping paints. That's my goal. That's my dream.
Great.
Is to teach my art.
Well, Chris, thank you so much once again.